Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Oh, hey Bubby, you trying to get in my YouTube video? Oh, it's a store. Welcome. Be needy. What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. I will be doing bodybuilding for the next 4 months. It's about 8 in the morning. I decided that I was going to start a YouTube channel and document my bodybuilding journey. A lot of you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I will link those down below. I decided to finally do bodybuilding. Most of my fitness career, I've done rock climbing or powerlifting. A little bit of calisthenics. So you will see all that in the channel as well. But now we're gonna do bodybuilding. I'll be working with Gains by Dre. He will be teaching me mostly everything. I think I'm going to be doing open men's physique. I think that's what it's called. I'll have to verify. We'll learn all this later. I may even cut this out of the video. We'll see. Bloopers. But with that, I will be measuring myself here soon. And I will also be weighing myself so that you guys can see where I start and where I end. There's a lot of rules and all that stuff when it comes to bodybuilding. I'll do all that stuff later. But for now, I'm going to do all these like mini challenges in between leading up into it. So I really hope you guys enjoy the process and hopefully encourage you guys to get in front of the camera and start doing it yourself. Right now, this is really hard for me to do as well. So I don't expect it to be easy for anyone. But you just gotta do it. So with that, this morning I will start off with a run. I have not ran in a long time. So I'm just gonna start off with a 10-minute run, and we're gonna do that for like 30 days and see where we end up. Let's see if I can get back to my 7-minute mile. I think that's pretty good. I don't really expect to be a pro runner or anything, but I would like to show you guys the results. I'll also be recording my meals and how I make them. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the calorie counts or not, but we'll figure it out. I'm really new to this whole process, and I just want to show you guys that you can do it even if you're new. Hopefully you guys enjoy the journey. So first off, we're just going to start off with running, and then we'll be back. All right, see ya. Ain't gonna lie, the place I live is like an asylum. These hallways, they're almost infinite. But we're gonna walk all the way down here, and then gotta go down another floor, and then the gym is right there. Okay, so we are done with our run. I only did 10 minutes just to see how far I could get. I thought I could do a mile, but a treadmill was kind of weird. I don't know if it was just me or what, but it said I would run a 14-minute mile, which I feel like I could just walk that, and I was like jogging pretty fast. So I'm gonna have to kind of look up, do some variations on treadmills. I don't know, maybe you guys know more about treadmills than I do, but I was running pretty good. I did cross country way back in the day, and I thought I was running a pretty good pace, but yeah, it said I ran like 0.65 of a mile in 10 minutes, which I think is pretty slow. I feel like I could run like a regular mile in like 10 minutes or less. but I also haven't ran in a while, and I've been powerlifting for like 4 years. So maybe my cardio is just like poo-poo now, but who knows. But overall, I'm not like disappointed too much. It's just a number, and we're just striving here to get better. So we will just move on and make this meal, and then we're gonna get to our workout. So I will show you what I'm gonna be making today. I'm gonna be making a hash brown bowl. So I'm gonna have hash browns, Philly cheesesteak, and some veggies in there. I'm not quite sure what I'll put in there yet, but probably just mixed vegetables, just because it's easier, and I just want to get a quick meal in before I go work out. So let's get to it.
Yummy!
Okay, so I forgot that we also have to do measurements for everything. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do it in inches because that's just easiest for me. Do my neck, 14, 15 and a half, 15 and a half on my right arm, 16 on the left arm. When I deadlift, I do mixed grip, so my bicep on this side is a lot more peaked and, nice looking. This one's a little bit more long and flat, but the tricep on this side is a lot more cut because of that, holding the bar like that. And this one is like open, so my tricep is like a little bit different. So it is what it is. So we're just gonna say 15, it's basically right there. It's a little bit past 15, but we're gonna undershoot. Okay, so they're actually like the same. 15 and like a little bit, when I flex my tricep. Right arm is 12 and a half. It's 12 and a half, so they're both 12 and a half. Should I flex out? No, let's just do normal. Let's just be 39. And I'm squeezing in a little bit. If I was to fully flex out, I can get an inch, but we're just gonna say 39. Relaxed. Waist is 32. 23 and a half on the left leg. 23 and some, but we're just gonna say 23. 14 and a half. 14 and 3/4 on the right. Okay, it's pretty stretched. 37 and a half. Okay, those are the measurements. Time to eat. As you can see, I'm eating my meal. It came out to 685 calories. I don't really want to break down all the other stuff because I'm not really getting too nitpicky on like my fats and all that yet. But I try to make, some protein, some veggies, and some carbs. Because right now I'm bulking, so I want to try to have enough energy to sustain my workouts. But I also need to get a little bit bigger, so I'm 162 and some change, and I need to get up to like 180. Usually by the end of the day, I end at 165 recently, but I need to start counting the calories just to see like how much I need to be intaking to be at a surplus to start gaining. But yeah, I got my Carb Master right here. And yeah, so once I finish this meal, I will head to the gym and we'll get our workout started. So hopefully nothing so far has been too out of reach for you guys, I just did some cardio and made breakfast. So next is the workout, and then we're gonna go from there. Also, write this stuff down. Put it somewhere, you know, track it. Just like that, it's done. Alright guys, so I got my leg day is coming water bottle. Welcome to my supplement cabinet. It has everything. All alpha-line on this side. And then we got some non-alpha-line stuff over here, but it's like daily vitamins and stuff. But I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to have today. Taking that acai Saurus Rex. I really like this flavor. It's like it reminds me of the the Breaking Raz. I just really like that blueberry flavor. I don't know what about it. But I'm going to, I always put the pre in first, and then when I get to the gym, once I get done with all my stuff, then I'll add this pump in later. So I have these little containers that I will put this in for later. Actually, I'm gonna get it now so I don't forget. Empty. Got the pump going in here. Some people take the pump with it, but I like to get a pre-pump before the pump, and then once I add the pump, it gets insane. I also like to take glycerol. What this does is it increases the volume of like your muscles, improves hydration, enhances performance, and amplifies pumps. So, normally when you take creatine, it helps you store water. Same thing, like this is going to help your muscles stay hydrated. It's going to amplify that cellular volume. We're going to see if it actually works. I mean, I know it works because I use it pretty much every time I get gnarly pumps. So take it for what it is. You choose. If you decide that you want any of this product or are interested in what any of the flavors taste like, I pretty much have every single flavor. Like, I'm telling you, look at this. Bring it over to you. Like, it's everything. And that goes for like the pre-workout of the month, like random drops that they have, special drops. And if you guys have ever been part of those special drops, they sell out really quickly. So anytime there is a pre-workout of the month or something coming up, you have to hop on it pretty quick. So if you want it, you want to save a little bit, support me, code MAKU. I really appreciate that. If you don't, I'm still going to be using it, so it don't matter. Anyways, we're going to head to the gym. I'm going to do a little mobility thing for you guys while I'm there, and then we'll start our workout. See ya. Alright guys, so I made it to the gym. This is Crunch Fitness. I found a little corner here to do this 15-minute follow along full body mobility routine that I will be doing for the next 30 days. My audio went out here, so I didn't have it connected, so I'll just kind of do a voiceover throughout this whole process, and hopefully you guys can follow along. Okay, so the first exercise we will do is neck circles. So you're gonna kind of bend your neck backwards to the one side, the opposite side, and then one forward. And then you're gonna connect all the positions to get a full circle. Once you get that full circle, you will continue to do about 5 rotations on each side. So I'm almost done with the rotations. Okay, then I switch and do the other side. That way you get that mobility going both ways. And by this point, I was popping all sorts of places because I hadn't done this in a really long time. So if you need to do more or less, just do it based on your comfort level. So next we have thoracic circles. So you kind of want to get side to side. You're kind of rotating around your sternum. Such a weird movement. But you really want to poke your sternum out, go side to side, and then do these little rotations I'm doing right here. Yep. And again, once you do a full rotation of 5, you just want to do the opposite side. So I think this is the last one right here. And then I should go, there we go. I'll go to the other side. For 1, 2. I'll be honest, I was really feeling it right here. My spine was making all sorts of cracks and pops, and really unfamiliar with the movement, so it was a little bit awkward. That one's gonna take some time for me to get used to. Okay, so we're gonna do shoulder circles next. Okay, you guys should be a little bit familiar with this one. I kind of like put my shoulders front and then to the back, and then I slowly ease into the rotations. So you just kind of want to roll your shoulders backwards, do that for 5 reps as we've been doing, and then as you see right here, rotate towards the front for 5 reps. This is probably the quickest one for me. Yep, feels really good. So I was pretty happy that this was part of the full body routine. Ooh, I felt real loose right there, and then had to pop my neck a little bit, and then off to the next one. This one requires a staff or a stick of some sort, long pole, whichever you want to call it. But this one is the shoulder dislocates. So you will put it in front of you, and then you'll rotate it all the way behind until it touches your back. Ooh, you can just see how tight I am. My chest is like coming off the ground. When it comes to this one, you really want to start out wider than closer. The closer you are, the harder it is. So I've never really done these. I'm terrible when it comes to like mobility, like in a snatch position. If you're like an Olympic lifter, this is probably very easy for you. But yeah, the wider, the better for me. But as we progress through these, I'll get closer. But you just want to do like 5 repetitions, like everything else, and then move on to the next one. The next exercise is going to be the prone butcher's block. You're gonna lay down on the ground, grab the staff, and then stretch out your lats here, really stretch out, and then do like a bicep curl over your head. You're gonna feel this really good stretch in your lats. It's exactly what you want. Hold it for a few seconds for 1 repetition, and then I think I did 4 more. So here's the second one, just really getting that squeeze in there, just feeling the movement. I was really enjoying this. I think it was a little bit too close, so I spread out a little bit more. It's 3. Yeah, really holding that in there. Whew. Started to get a little tight, so I'll stretch out again to kind of redo the movement. 4. And then we got 1 more. It looks like my left side is a little bit tighter than my right, so something to work on. Yeah, Really squeeze that last one right here. Oh wow, okay, I did another one. That was a little bonus rep for you guys. And if you don't really like that one, they have the kneeling one, the version where you can kind of kneel into it. This one I think stretches a lot better. Got that angle in there. And this one I just held because I didn't want to do a few repetitions of it, so I just hold it. Felt really good since I already stretched it on the ground. Next is the Hindu push-ups. Kind of get in a push-up position, put your butt in the air, make this like triangle, and then you're going to go into a tiger pose so your elbows will touch the ground, and then you will dip into a cobra pose like this. And that is 1 repetition, and then you will go back into the starting position and commence to do 4 more repetitions of this. This one felt pretty good. I think I need to learn to relax a little bit because once I got into that tiger to cobra pose, I was really like holding my breath or something, and I felt really tight and compressed. Maybe I need to like learn to relax and breathe through the movement. Yep, there we go. All right, and then we will go into the next movement. This is called a thoracic rotation. Kind of want to rotate your hip, elbow to forearm. Really raise your elbow to the ceiling. Use those hips to really rotate here. You're going to do 5 repetitions on each side. So once we get done with the last rep, really feel it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're going to rotate to the next side. Okay. Boom. Boom. I noticed that when people first do this, they really just want to focus on the arm, but you also want to rotate those hips as well. Use those hips to help you rotate that waist. My spine cracked a few times on that one, so I was enjoying that one. The next one is probably the most difficult one. This is a squat into a figure 4 position. As you can see there, I look a little lost. And then you gotta go back into this squat position. Use your arm to really brace yourself. You'll find the right position, so you have to keep fiddling your feet. You'll find, yep. I'll get there eventually. But I was really trying to figure this one out. It was a little bit more advanced for me. But as time went on, I was like, okay, this is as far as you need to go. Go back in and then see how I'm not like really moving my feet too much from the position that I was in. Nice, see? Once you get your momentum or your movement, you'll be fine. This next one is just a continuation of the position you were just in. So their figure 4 position lifts. So you'll just sit up in that figure 4 position and do 5 reps. And then after the 5th rep, you will go back into that squat position and then rotate to the other side. So kind of combine the movements here. Boom, boom. Now we're in our position, and then we'll just commence with those 5 reps. Kind of put my hands in front of me so I can kind of lead myself into that position. Boom. I really like those. Those felt good. Woo! We are moving, y'all. For the next one, we're gonna stand up here. We're gonna spread out. Get everything out of your pockets. And then we're gonna do what's called a Cossack or Cossack squat. And kind of lean on one side, kind of lift that toe up, kind of helps stretch that hamstring out. I almost got stuck right there. I don't know if you noticed that. and then you just lean to the other side. And if it's too hard to stand up, you can kind of use your hands to brace yourself as you rotate from one side to the next, but it's really based on your flexibility and your mobility for this exercise. But you really just want to feel that hamstring really stretch out there. Get a good rotation on each side, 5 on each side hopefully. If you need more or less, that's up to you. But by this point, you should be sweating a little bit. At least I was. And again, the thing I like about this routine is that it leads to the next movement. So you will basically be in that same split position, and then the next one is a long lunge extension. So you will basically just rotate to one side, you do a little air lunge, and then pulsate it for 5 reps. I kind of have my arms on the outside to balance myself, but if you can't keep that balance, you can use that staff that we used on the other exercise, the shoulder dislocates, and you can use that to balance yourself. As you can see, I switched to the other side, pulsating, getting those 5 reps in. Really feeling that stretch. Ooh, I felt it right there. Okay, and then we're gonna go into our next movement, which is the good mornings. Yes, you guys should be familiar with this one. Kind of keep those legs straight. Try to keep a neutral spine. And you're really going to push those hips back. Yeah, I feel the stretch. I kind of just go until I feel discomfort because I don't want to pull anything. We're just doing mobility. We're not trying to lift heavy weights or anything. We're just trying to get loose and mobile. So just do it to your comfort. Don't try to strain anything. We're literally almost done. We only got one more after this because we want to have a good morning, right? Okay. As we finish up here, yeah, I felt that one. We're gonna go to the last one, which is pike twists. This is probably one of my favorite ones. You're gonna kind of try to reach the ground as far as you can. I really could not get a straight leg here. I'll have to work on that flexibility, but I try to go down as much as I could without straining myself too much. But you basically just rotate from one side to the next. Really feel that hamstring pull, that glute really stretched out. I noticed that my left side was a lot more tight than my right side, and that could just be from mixed sumo deadlift. But something to work towards and to progressively get better. So really just pay attention to those things when you're doing these exercises, what you need to work on. And then they just tell you to kind of squat into it at the end. Just kind of feel the movement. Just relax. Yep, and so yeah, that's pretty much it for the full body routine. Hopefully it took about 10 to 15 minutes. I would say closer to 10 than 15, but when you're kind of demonstrating, it takes a little bit longer. But anyways, let's get to the workout. Okay, like I said earlier, my audio was not working correctly. So for the remainder of the video, I will just be putting what I did in that workout. So enjoy. Okay, again, my audio was not working, but basically I had to do Stairmaster for 20 more minutes, and yeah, that was day one. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, follow, subscribe, and comment, share for more.